Welcome to another episode of Men on Film. Now I'm just playing with you. Yo, it's your
Man
boy.
starts.
It's your boy Yahoo, man. My man Yohanathan. You know what I'm saying? Just another episode of a Black Man's Thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we want to bring it to y'all, man, raw, uncut, give y'all the truth. Just what a black man is thinking, man. So, without no further introduction, man, we want to start off introducing myself again. This is Black Man's Thoughts. Tell everybody about it. Click the link, subscribe, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And help us build this thing up, man. Help us build up a black podcast with black men who talking about black issues every day, all the time. Well, not really every day, but every week, nonstop. You know what I mean? If there's some issues, that's topics that y'all want us to talk about, you already know, man. Just message us, shoot us that inbox, drop it in the comment sections. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna bring it out, man. But again, my name is Joshua Yahoo. You know what I'm
And I'm
saying?
Jonathan.
I'm an Israelite. Yeah, I'm an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? And I believe in keeping the commandments. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
right.
But that should not, you know what I mean, stop some of the Kemet brothers, some of the Moor brothers, some of the Islam brothers, because if you get shot in the street, they're not asking you what your belief is. They're not asking you, what it is. When them brothers was getting hung from trees, they was saying, "Nigga, get your ass up in this tree." You know what I'm saying? And that was the core essence of rallying together to overcome these issues, man. It wasn't the spiritual beliefs, man. It was that we had to build amongst each other to become strong, to become one. You know what I'm saying? My favorite team. Well, again, we're gonna be talking about sports. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no baseball dude. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be talking about basketball, boxing. I'm a big boxing fan, huge football fan, basketball, and UFC, man. But I gotta rock with the Baltimore Ravens. You know what I mean? Been walking with that team for 20 plus years. I'm a Cavaliers fan, Cleveland Cavs. I don't leave just because of LeBron. Boxing, man. Right now, I'm really interested in this Ortiz. Wilder coming up, but we're gonna get into that, man. And my basketball team, like I said, is the Cavs. What else, man? And what else? And what I want to bring out in this show. Okay, I want to talk about the importance
Hold on.
of black.
Hold on. This is a black man thought for real. He forgot all about his co-host, Jonathan. He was just talking,
I'm
going on to
going
the
first.
segment.
I'm
God
going
damn,
first.
brother. My brother, that's a real black
You
man
going,
thought for you. Hold up. I'm Jonathan.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, brother can't get the shot. I'm going first, and then we'll let you have the floor.
my
Man,
brother.
just let me finish my thought, man. Then it's all yours. You know what I'm saying? Lee. So look, man. Last thing, what I want to bring out in this
My
show,
brother.
it is a co-host show. We both the co-hosts of it. What I want to bring out on my end is number one, and always most forward the praise of the Most High Supreme, magnificent, the compassionate, the merciful, Yohe Wahe, the
Yeah.
existing one, the one who calls us to exist. Um, just how good and great he's been in my life, and importance of his word, his instructions, his culture is undeniably the best culture there is, and that's no debate for me. Um, Also, I want to bring out the black issues because we have been facing you know, these issues for years upon years upon years. So I'm not
Out
going to get into
again.
deep about it. I want to talk about black issues, the black woman, the black man, the current events, sports. You know what I mean? And just the black man stocks. So are you out?
Anyways, that was a long introductory, right? Introduction. I can't top that. But yes, I am Jonathan, and I am his co-host. Yep. And what we're talking about is about this black man thought, the black man movement. Is the black women God to the black man? No. But yeah, we're gonna keep it funky. Truth gonna come out. Yes, we are Israelite brothers, and we believe that the so-called African Americans or African descent are Israelites. Not all, but the majority of us fit that curse. So part of the curses is being killed in the ghettos, killed in suburbs, being killed everywhere we go. So we came to talk about that. Talk about what we like as black men. we're very athletic, so we love sports. Anything that has to do with competition, we will be in it, and we will do it. So I mean, I can't top that introductory. That
No,
introduction was just crazy. I
no,
can't. He said everything. He said everything that a black man thinks.
that's right.
Yes, we all
So
gonna talk about Big Booty Judy as well.
no, we're
Cause
not.
yes, we are, bro. It's a black man thoughts. It's porn. It's porn. Good for us. We're gonna talk about semen retention for black men.
My man, look at him look, my man trying to get all, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, definitely, man, we're gonna have a lot of interesting topics. I have one right off the back that I want to
Oh,
bring out
huh?
first and foremost, but I'm not gonna say it now because this is just the introductory, just to get the let you know about the page, about what we want to bring out. I know it looks a little funky right now, the video right now. We're just trying to figure out how can we do a podcast together in different locations. And right now, because neither of us is technically savvy, you know what I'm saying? If anybody else wants to help us out with that issue, you know what I mean? Just, message us, drop that, message us and how we can do this. You know what I'm saying? And help us out with that situation. But right now, y'all can get this funky ass look. I've been with my boy, man, for years, man. But
Yes,
definitely,
man.
tell us about your background, man. Where you from? Where
Man,
you
okay,
from?
okay, okay. So where I'm from, okay, where I'm from, I was born in America, so that makes me an American, right?
American.
This mother's from the Dominican Republic, father's from Colombia, and yes, um, basically, I'm here in Tampa, Florida. Been here for a while, you know, um, and yes, I'm under those curses and I'm under those blessings. And my focus is being under those blessings, by keeping Yah's word right first, you know, God's words, laws. But other than that, man, I'm not. I'm just an ordinary cat, man. I'm humble enough to say that I'm just like the rest of y'all, man. You know, we all come from a crazy background. We all didn't choose to be here, but the Most High had us here for a reason. So we're here, you know. And tell me about your background, my brother. Uh,
Okay. Well, I'm the original Black Panther. I beat up
o-
Superman. I killed Batman. And,
okay.
I only eat one peanut a day. It's like, I'm just gonna, but, I'm hailing from the Ohio, Ohio area. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? The Warren Farm, to be exact, Dub City in the building. I'm here in Charlotte. You know what I mean? I met my brother down in Tampa. We've been kicking it ever since. You know what I'm saying? But, enough about me. You know what I mean? You said something interesting that I want to touch on. My brother has said it a few times. He said that he's under the curses. So this is a black man's thoughts, and what we want to do, we want to challenge and put pressure on the black man to use something that he refuses to use and he hates to use, and that's his mind. Okay, so we're going to ask a lot of tough questions. We're going to try to be tough questions. We're going to ask a lot of things that make you think. Okay, I have a question right now.
Speak.
So you talked about your folks, from the DR, from Colombia, and we all know that probably 95% of our history comes from South America. That's
And
originally
Tampa.
where our files who we are local. I've heard things like that.
Can
So obviously, you ended up here. You found out or believe that you're an Israelite and you're under the curses, right? And you can't escape the curses because we're here in America, so forth and so forth. But isn't there a scripture that says that, but if you obey my voice, I will bless you, right? Paraphrasing. So
absolutely.
if you are obeying the word of Yah and you are keeping the Shabbat holy, you are keeping the feast days holy, and you are being a light unto your people and to the other people who want to get to know Yah,
Yes.
can you explain to me how you keep saying that you're under the curses?
Okay, meaning I'm under the curses is that when I do wrong, I tend to see wrong things happening to me. Um, some people can do wrong all their lives, but the Most High pays people. He has his own how you say this? He has his own. I'd hate to say this because Christians use this. His own relationship with that specific person. But yes, I am under the curses and I'm under the blessings. Yes, I have experienced the curses. I see the curses around me, but the way to get out of it is by the obedience. That's the only way to get out. And you will see that things will come to light. Blessings will come in your life and you will take heed of that. And that makes you believe because you see the blessings that the Most High has given you. He also gave you, you see the curses he gave you, so you have to believe which way. You know what I mean? Any way. So yeah, man, I'm under the curses. I'm under the curses. I'm still getting profiled because I am gonna get profiled. But when people profile me, they're gonna be astonished on how different you are from a so-called programmed Negro or a black man.
So let me
You know
ask
what I'm
you
saying?
this.
You understand what I'm saying?
Hold
Or
on,
no?
let me ask you this. Now, Leviticus chapter 26, it breaks down about if you walk contrary to my, if you will not hearken unto me and will not do these commandments, and if you reject my statutes, and if you abhor my ordinances, so that ye will not do my commandments, but break my covenant, I will also do unto you, and I will appoint terror over you. Then it starts to go into these negative or curses that you speak of. But when you begin that, it starts saying, if you walk in my statutes, keep my commandments, and do them, it starts talking about a blessing. Yes. So let me ask you this. Does hardship automatically equal curses? You said we're being profiled, yes. Right? We're being profiled. So a brother comes into the truth. He's walking. At this time, he's starting to walk perfectly in the eyes of the Most High.
Okay.
The cops pull him over and shoot him dead in the streets. Does that mean that that brother was under a curse?
I think the brother who gets pulled over or just walking down the street who gets killed, it was meant for him to die by the Most High. But I also think it's a curse. Yes. Now, when you say a brother, who's keeping the Torah and he gets killed, we don't know that. We don't know that. But I guarantee you, and I guarantee you this. I don't know.
In this story, he's keeping it to a T.
Huh?
I'm telling you, in this story that I gave you, he's keeping it blamelessly.
Blamelessly. Okay. That I can't see that happening.
Okay, I'm glad you said that because there's a little guy. There's a little guy, if you believe in the New Testament, called John the Baptist.
Yeah.
His head was chopped off.
Okay.
So you mean to tell me that John? It says that his parents was blameless, and then you have the brother saying that I came to you. John came to you neither drinking or doing other service as I came to him, but you rejected him.
That's the Mashiach, yeah.
Right. So John the Baptist's head was chopped off. You mean to tell me that he was not keeping Torah?
He was keeping Torah. Now check this out. It's different if John the Baptist were never called out or spoke to the president or the governor face to face, told him he's a damn fool or a damn wicked man for sleeping with his brother's wife or taking his brother's wife.
So I'm confused.
What I'm saying is that.
But isn't there a scripture? Is there a scripture that you Israelites say that you say, cry aloud, spare not? If you see a brother doing wrong and you do not tell this brother, then his blood is on your hands. So John the Baptist kept Torah. He kept Tanakh.
Kept Torah, but check this out. When he cried out loud, who did he cry out loud to?
Are you assuming that he did something wrong?
No, I'm assuming that he cried out loud to, not to an Israelite brother. He cried out loud to an Edomite, King Herod. And Herod didn't like that because Herod don't deal with the laws of Yah.
Herod doesn't. So you're saying that it matters who you tell Torah to?
Absolutely, it matters. In the way you say it. For example, if I go up to the president of the United States and says, "You're wrong for this," there's a big chance the people know me in the streets. The people know me. I'm John the Baptist, or I'm Yehonathan, and social media knows me. Yes, I'm gonna be targeted. Mind you, back then, John, it was different. Back then, I think violence was a little bit more. It was more freely than it is now. Just my opinion. I think back then, if you kill a man, it would be easier for you to get away with it than if you didn't. Than today. So yes, I think Herod took offense of this and locked him up. Now, it was Yah's will for him to get put to death in the way he did. You know what I mean? So you have a great question. Like I said, everything is Yah's will. If the man gotta go, then that's his time. But I do believe if you walk righteously and when you walk down the street, that people tend to fear you and respect you a little bit more nowadays, because now we have Jesus Christ, and realistically, America is a Christian based country. So if anything you preach Jesus Christ, they're gonna you be all right.
So let me ask you this. Let me polite your ass, right?
White man love Jesus Christ.
so let me polite your ass, right?
Yeah.
Are you saying that Jesus Christ protects you better than the Most High?
According to America, yes.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow. That's some bold stuff. I don't necessarily agree with that, okay, but I've never heard that. So
I think America. I think the land of America in Catholic, and they put Christ above God, and we know this from church. A lot of them put the Holy Trinity. They put them together. Oh, Jesus is God, and we know He's not due to our Hebrew culture and our Hebrew background and our study. But we know America preaches Jesus Christ heavily.
But I didn't ask you what they preach. I asked you. Does he protect black people in America better than the Supreme El of Israel? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Okay, so
a black man's thoughts, y'all.
No, listen. I'm not telling you. That's a good way to say. Like I said, what I'm saying is that if a brother walks wholeheartedly,
okay,
you don't see a lot of Christian people who involve themselves in the word of Yah getting killed or being persecuted in certain ways. You don't see them like they do now.
Massacre, right? Excuse me? You never heard about the Charleston Massacre, right? When our white boy went up there and shot on them black brothers and sisters in that church. You never heard of the Klan burning up black churches?
I have, but what I'm saying, I have, but like you said, the word of Yah is the word of Jesus Christ, right? Or the word of Jesus Christ is the word of Yah, right? Of Yahushua HaMashiach, right?
Well, because we started off the conversation saying that, the white people, as you would say, that the white people over here believe heavily into Jesus Christ.
They love him.
By saying that, to me, sounds like you then would have to differentiate the difference between the white people's deity and the Israelites' deity. So when you said that, it depends on who you say it to. And the reason why he died is because he said it to an Edomite. I then would say, if you're saying that, or you're saying that the deities of other nations are able and stronger to take out the professors of the deity of Israel or Yah's people, and Yah's not able to protect them?
No, I'm not saying that.
Why would John the Baptist, being a righteous man, get his head chopped off?
Yah's will, man.
If he was doing the will, if he if he was, walking in
Well, let,
Torah. Because
well,
according to
well, let,
Leviticus chapter 26, it says that if you keep my statutes, then this was going to be happen to you.
well, let me.
So if that's the case, then why was Joseph thrown into that
Listen.
situation? Okay.
Well, let me just put it this way. It's basically all that happens because of black man's thoughts. Black man's wicked, and John the Baptist is not the first. Hold on. John the Baptist is not the first prophet who went through it. The Mashiach himself got crucified and killed by his own brothers and sisters.
So was he not keeping Torah?
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. We're our own enemies. We're our own enemies. So,
but you said that Herod wasn't killed by us. You said that John the Baptist was not killed by us. He was killed by the Edomite. So in that instance, we weren't our own enemies. This was by another person, another nation.
Yes, in that case, yes. Our own people didn't like John the Baptist, but when he got thrown in jail because he was out there. First of all, America or the government, any government doesn't like any political movement happening. So that's why the Black Panthers went down. That's why all the movement, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X's movement got put down. Every movement, Black Wall Street, when we unite as a people collectively, they don't like that. So they're not gonna let us grow more than they don't want us to grow to. You know what I'm saying? So in the case of Harold was offended by it. Harold said, "Hell no, I know you, John. You know what I mean? I ain't do that." He got thrown in prison. Harold wasn't even thinking about killing John. He was just like, "Yo, I'm gonna put him in prison." Harold's niece or Harold's said, "I want his head on the platter." So is the black women the devil the Bible speak of?
No, absolutely not. So check this out. Okay. So this all goes back to my original question about being under the curses. Okay. The reason why I ask these questions is because if we now are keeping Torah the way we're supposed to, or the best that we can, are we technically at that time, if you haven't broken anything at that moment, are you still under the curses?
Yes, if you sin, this is the curse for that.
I said, let's just say you woke up in America and you've been walking in Torah and you haven't broken anything. Are you at that moment? Are you under the curses?
No, I'm not.
So
I'm not under. What I mean, I'm not under the curses. I'm not being cursed at that moment. But are we under persecution? Remember, Ezekiel 18 says, if a righteous man turns from his ways and becomes wicked, all that righteousness that he did it was like nothing. So at any moment, we could get under those curses.
At any moment. So
any moment.
Does the curses, because sometimes we don't elaborate on it. Sometimes we just like to blame curses for everything. And I disagree with that. I don't think that you blame the curses for everything, because if I'm awakened in this walk, or is this truth, if you want to call it, in this culture of the Most High, and you feel like that this culture is the way of life that you live, is not a religion, it's not a belief. You feel like that this is a culture from the Most High himself, and how to please him and what makes him happy, and hate the things that he hates. I would say that if I'm keeping Torah, then I'm not being under the curse. You get what I'm saying? Because if you read these curses, it doesn't have any blessings in it. But if I'm walking in the Most High and he's continuing to bless me, and he's continuing to allow me to be fruitful, then to me that sounds like I'm matching what it says in the blessings.
I think what keeps us under curses, or put us under a curse, or under the curse, I think it's the lack of wisdom. Because you're right. If you're keeping Torah, if you're doing this and that, there's something that you did wrong for you to have some type of punishment. If you feel like, oh, I'm keeping Torah, I'm nice, I'm innocent, there's something that you lacked in. You lacked some type of wisdom, and let's say you was lazy with your tax return, and something. But I'm keeping the curses. I mean, I'm keeping the Torah, but for some reason I didn't really care too much about the tax return. Next thing you know, I'm getting I gotta pay back $3,000 of tax return back to the IRS. Is that a curse? Yes. I wasn't expecting to pay $3,000. I was
See,
expecting to get back.
I think that's what we're different at. I think that's what we're different at. I
I think
don't
that's
think
it's a lack of wisdom. I think it's a lack of wisdom.
I don't think that everything negative. That was what I came from. That's what I was saying when I asked these questions.
Yeah.
Everything that negative that happens to the black man, I don't necessarily think that that's a curse. I think there's a lack of information. There's a bunch of bad choices. You know what I'm saying? Because, for instance, if the Most High gives you an instruction manual on your foods, right?
Yeah.
These are what you should eat. This is what you shouldn't eat. And I just go out there and just eat candy every day. See, I'm not breaking Torah, and I mess around, die of diabetes. That's not technically saying that you were cursed. That's you being an idiot because you didn't go out there and get and do anything else with your body. You didn't get any nutritional value.
Exactly.
You killed yourself. But a lot of times we'll say everything that happens to the black man, oh, we under curse. And I think what happens is.
But do you think that's a curse though? Do you think that could be a curse, the lack of wisdom? Meaning, you know what I mean, I'm just being lazy. Because there's a lot of things that the Most High says. I hate lazy people. Or I hate, these are stuff that he hates.
But I think that there's a difference between what he hates and what he said was going to happen as a curse. I think he gave us what he considers a curse. I don't think that we can make up negative stuff and say, see, that involves in a curse when technically they may not involve what he deems as a curse because his thoughts are not our thoughts. So if I go out there and it talks about if you're not taking care of your wife, and it talks about that, and then you read Proverbs and Ecclesiasticus, and start talking about a woman and a wife, and it talks about a husband and stuff like that, and you start looking at the culture and the way that the brothers moved back then. Everything didn't necessarily was a curse, but there was a lot of incidents where it was poor decisions, which then brought upon death by their poor decisions. So I just think that sometimes we have to slow down by just randomly shouting out, "It's the curses out."
Curses.
Because when people that's not in this walk, if you keep hearing brothers is talking something, oh, that's the curse, that's the curse. Number one, it's like, bro, this is starting to sound stupid. This is starting to sound like it starts to demean the word, or not demean it, but it lessens the value on what is going on. I don't know the words to say it, man, but I just think that sometimes we're just saying shit just to say it, and it's not really the truth.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with what you're saying. And that's why we gotta really and I do think that lack of wisdom is part of the curses. I really do think. I think that's what happens when you lack wisdom, because the Most High says your Torah is your wisdom in Psalms, if I'm not mistaken, and it converts the soul, right? Something like that. So, in the Torah says that what the nation's gonna look at you like, damn, what great wisdom these people have, and what God is near to them. So I think that things like that, even small minor details like you don't want to be lazy on my tax return. Yes, you're going to be punished for it, and I do believe that's part of the curse. That's not a blessing to me. You know what I mean? I personally don't think that.
But I believe that's what I'm saying though. Like, for instance,
either diabetes or the food intakes you take. Your body can't survive off of candy only. So the most I said, my temple, your temple is your body. So keep that tempo up, clean it up.
But remember, the way I look at it is this: he gave us an instruction manual on the dietary laws, right? But it didn't necessarily. But it doesn't necessarily say, if you don't get enough of magnesium, calcium, copper, beta carotene, if you don't get enough of those in your diet, you may suffer from if you don't get enough calcium, maybe suffer from bone loss, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily say that. So if I don't get enough of that in my body, and I start having bone breakdown, and my bones start to break down, but yet I've been eating lamb, I've been eating fish, I've been eating beef, I've been eating all that type of stuff. But when you get older, all of a sudden say, dang, I didn't get enough of vitamins. I didn't get enough of calcium. I didn't get enough of vitamin B or A. My eyes are starting to fail. I don't know what it is. I don't know how much fiber I should have in my daily diet. That's not necessarily a curse. That's a lack of information of studying your body, because the Most High never sat there and told you the amounts that you should have. He just said, if you're going to eat, these are what you should eat. But he never really. So I just think that everything or anything that breaks down your body, everything is not necessarily a curse. It's that, you have to do more research and say, okay, well, if he gave us his body and his body is the temple, then we must also do some research and say, well, what fuels this temple? What are the things that this temple needs to continue to be the supreme temple that he's given us? Yeah, he's given us an instruction of what to eat. But now we can look at this instruction of what to eat and say, we can pick up this list and say, even on this list, there are things that are better and things
I think
that your particular body.
Okay, you're breaking up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yes, but I think what I'm thinking is that, within 100, I want to say 150 years, man, the food industry got so bad that we rely on certain things that wasn't even made up back then. We ate so much healthier back then.
Calcium?
Yes, I do believe calcium, but I do believe you get that. Like I say, you get calcium from milk and stuff like that. You get it from some vegetables. But what I'm saying is that the food industry is a business that changed everything within 150 years. Changed everything about how we eat, how our diet, how our diseases come about. Remember, we had smallpox.
Brother.
I know. I've been saying this breaking up.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
Yeah, I'm breaking up.
Yeah. Click off your video and come back in. Click off your video and come back in.
Is it my video or is it the audio?
I don't know, but sometimes it may help.
Okay, because you froze on me. You've been frozen for the last 30 minutes. Frozen. Hold on.
You ain't want to say nothing, brother?
Hold on. Hello, can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Okay. But what I'm saying is, for the last 150 years, right, the food industry has changed dramatically. I can't even get the word out. Dramatically. You know what I mean? There's more people obese now than before, ever. In America at that. So I do believe that.
But what does that have to do
at
with
the Most High, we didn't have instructions. No, we don't know. Back then, we didn't know that the what a lamb had, all the nutrients and minerals a lamb had, or a plant had, or a vegetable had. All we know is that some people were smart enough to say, okay, you know what? This is medicine. It cured this guy's whatever he was dealing with. People were smart with that. It was doctors back then. But what we're saying, we never took it as a nutritional value. We just know it was good for us. We might have took it as nutritional value. You know what I mean? I don't know. But we haven't got the science like what it is now, where they break it down to that molecule. They break it down to every little enzyme, every little thing now. All I'm saying is that our diet, we do have to watch our diet. The Torah doesn't tell you to watch your diet, but the Torah also said a man shall not live by bread alone. So that tells you a lot. We do eat a lot. We eat a lot.
I get it. I get it. I just think that there's some things that Torah doesn't tell you, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a curse when something happens. I think the curses are exactly what he outlined in Deuteronomy and 26. What he did.
Yeah. Next question. Do you think a person who's not conscious of their body, do you think they're following Torah? Do you think there's a lack of something?
When you mean conscious of their body, in a sense of does that mean they're going out there eating pig, or they know the Torah?
They know you wasn't, what you're doing is not good. You know you was indulging, overindulging, or you was doing this and that. You know sweets was in good, but you kept going at
Well,
it. Do you think that's contradicting Torah? I think it is. I think people who have lack of knowledge, like I said, lack of wisdom,
well,
will
no,
destroy
but I'm
themselves.
asking to get clarity. Well, let me just get clarity. Are you saying that somebody in the who have an understanding of Torah destroys himself, or somebody who just had no knowledge of Yah, period?
What I'm saying is that it really doesn't have to do with nothing with Torah, but it just you really acknowledging your body. You really taking care of your body, because I know a lot of atheists and a lot of people who don't believe in the law God, who keep try to keep a healthy lifestyle, whether it be exercising, eating right, because we have the science now to know what's right and wrong for our body. But like I said, we are we've been um we've been poisoned with this stuff as a kid, that when we wasn't health conscious about our body, we start getting health conscious about our body when we start getting sick and dying. You know what I'm saying? And people are dying from these diseases.
So okay, now,
So I
I'm
take it back a little bit from the
lost.
Torah, but if we're talking about a brother and sister in the truth, they should be moving towards keeping a um healthy body. Do you
Okay,
do
so
you
put it like
agree that?
this.
Do you agree at least with that?
I think that I think that
Right, you
regardless of
froze,
Torah,
froze again. You might
regardless
have
of
to.
Torah or not, regardless of Torah or not, you should always go towards a healthier lifestyle.
You
Now, I
froze.
think that
Sorry,
can
I
you hear me?
can hear you, but you froze on the screen like for 400 years.
Hold on. Let me see if I can.
There we go. My
You got
man
me
got
back?
my man got the tenor meeting on the screen. Yeah, I got you back.
Okay. So I think that for instance, what would you? How could you explain? You have, let's just say, you have a white atheist vegan with no diseases, with no problems at all. Completely does not believe in the scriptures, but he's as healthy as a whip. Is he technically? Does he follow in Torah?
He's not following Torah. But let's say, for example, but we don't know how long he's gonna live, because I know vegans, but we don't know if the Most High say, you know what, I'm gonna cut him off at 60, 50.
But that's my point. That's my point. If you're saying he is not following Torah, then you could also reverse that and sit there and say that, okay, if a person is just eating lamb, goat, so forth and so forth, but he has, like, you know, high blood pressure, his arteries are clogged. He didn't break Torah, but he's just eating those meats. Are you saying that he's now under a curse by eating what the scripture said that he's allowed to eat?
And I think when you overindulge with it,
I didn't say he overindulged. He just been eating.
well, that's what I'm saying, we have to do that test. If he dies, and I don't know, the Most High controls everything. You know, uh, I can't
We
see.
can't, but we can't.
I took
Like that.
I'm looking at it like Abraham's time, right? A nomad.
But
When you
we're
move
not
in,
in Abraham's time. We're right now.
I know, but these brothers live hundreds of years. When
That's what I'm
we
saying. So you can't go with it.
we see brothers right now living to 100 years old.
You
I got
ain't.
a uncle right now who's 92 years old. He can't move right now, but he's 92. He's still living. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I think it's the way you take I think a lot of time is your intake. Too much of everything will kill you.
I don't think we got. This is a conversation I just had with my Asha for Shabbat. I think that there's a difference between uh, Hebrew and grammar. I think that when we start looking up Hebrew words, that's one thing. But when you can account for the grammar on every character, and you start to see what's there and what's not there, whether there's a feminine verb, or a feminine versus a masculine, I think that do you have to take into account with those? I think that when we start philosophizing on adding on what we think is a curse versus what he said is a curse, then I think that we start really messing up and we start being what we hear is pseudo, because we can get easily tied up into, now is this what you're saying? Is this what you believe? Or is this really what the scripture says? You get what I'm saying? The scripture doesn't really go into detail to talk about where these people, did they have high blood pressure, or did they have the high this and high that? What if, for instance, because it talks about Enoch walked with the Most High. Now, some people believe that is he just left Earth. Ezekiel, he just left Earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if Ezekiel had diabetes? Does that necessarily say that he wasn't following the Most High? I think that's what I'm saying. I think that when we start adding on what we feel is pleasing to the Most High versus what he said, we start to get in trouble. And I think that when we start saying that everything is a curse, I think, to me, it makes people who not into this walk really find it hard to believe, and they say, well, wait a minute, where are our real scholars at? Because we got a whole bunch of people saying what we believe versus what the grammar is really saying, because the majority of us can't really pick apart the grammar. We're just philosophizing, regurgitating texts that people don't take this shit serious no more, because we don't take the shit serious. If we just talking bullshit, I heard this one dude, Polite asked this one dude something. I'm not gonna say his name, but the brother had a white mother, right? And he was up there saying that the white man is the devil. Polite put him in the corner. He said, so if you believe that the white man is the devil and you are mixed by your own telling and your mom is white, do you believe that your mom is the devil? The man was so prideful that he was like, yeah, my mom's the devil. To me, I think that's the most idiotic thing you could say, because
your mom's a white woman. It wasn't. I know who you're talking about too. And
yeah, don't say the name.
I ain't gonna say no name, but okay, I will say this. He is in the camp. I will say he is in the camp. I will say that.
Regardless of that, I just think that sometimes we can't be so prideful to say, you know what, man, you got me on it.
What's the devil? You're right. He was prideful. So he didn't want to. So what's the devil? The fact that she's white or she's wicked? What makes it? What makes you a devil? Yeah. What makes you a devil?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like if your mom is doing everything for allow you to grow into this walk and really helping you out, at what point in time is she a devil?
Ken.
I think that's so stupid. And I think that when people start regurgitating shit and they start just saying any old thing just to be able to like see how deep I am, you see how over philosophizing I am, I think we start to sound like idiots.
Ken.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Hey man, I appreciate this conversation, man. We're gonna have many more of these, man. How you like that conversation, huh?
It was great, man, but I'm gonna be honest with you, man. We didn't talk about the biggest curse.
Hear you, bro.
Let me stop. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. You kind of froze. You said I'm gonna be honest with you. What?
One of the curses, man, fell upon New England last week against the Baltimore Ravens. What happened with that?
Oh man, I don't know about you, man, but it was a blessing. It was a blessing.
You know what I'm saying? So what we looking at this week, man? What we got tomorrow happening tomorrow? Who the Baltimore Ravens play tomorrow?
We got the Cincinnati Stinkles, man. Lamar Odom been out. He was out 2 days out of practice, man. Lamar Jackson been out 2 days with an illness. He came back yesterday. Had a good practice, man. A few people came back. Hollywood Brown, man. I think that they should just rest the boy, man. If he's gonna be hurt and he's not gonna be contribute like that, I think that you should sit him for a few more games, especially against the Bengals. Who, if you can't beat the Bengals, I think this will be a perfect game to sit him, rest that ankle. So when we play against the Texans, I think that he'd be full strength, man. But I think right now one of the games that I wanted to see today, but it was Shabbat, was LSU and Alabama.
Okay,
that's one hell of a game.
Who won that game?
I don't know. I haven't got a chance to see it. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely want to go and check it out.
Okay, now
I came on at 3.
Okay. Yeah, it was definitely Shabbat hours. But the Most High, he gave us DVRs. I want to do something real quick. I want to do what's your pick of the week tomorrow for tomorrow? The pick of the games of the day. The
Okay, hold on. Let's pull it
okay,
up. NFL
okay. We got
games.
the
Okay.
Giants. We got the Giants versus the Jets. Who you got on that, my brother?
Giants and
Hold on, you broke up. You
Jets.
broke up. Say it again. Say it again.
I'm going to go with the upset. The Giants and Jets. Believe it or not, I'm going to go with the upset. I'm going to go the Jets over the Giants.
Okay, I got the Giants. I got the
Oh,
Jets. The Giants. I got the Jets over the Giants.
okay. We got the Falcons and Saints. Who you got? Of course, the Saints.
I got the Saints. Yeah, I got the Saints on that.
Chiefs, Titans.
I got Chiefs. Titans looking good, but I got Chiefs.
I actually got the Titans. I think that without that quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, I think
Patrick
that
Mahomes is still down.
I think so. Yeah, I know he ain't played last week.
Oh man. Okay, yeah, I might be a little bit different now. I'm still pushing for the Chiefs.
I don't know, man. The Chiefs, they got Tyreek Hill, Sammy Walker. To me,
Yeah.
it seems like Sammy Walker's get better as he gets older. I mean, my goodness, this boy he's good, and I think we'll get to that later on, man. But I think that their offense is still incredible. So I think the Titans as an upset, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs blew their asses out the water.
So far,
Okay, next game. What's up?
next game is well, I got the Chief on that, but the next game is what? Ravens and Bengals.
Oh man, the most electrifying team on the face of the earth, man. Baltimore Ravens, baby. You want to see Showtime? Turn to the Ravens time, man. Ravens flock all day.
I got Ravens over that. I got Ravens on that.
You
Bills and
want big?
Browns.
Ooh, Kareem Hunt plays this week. His first game back.
Okay.
Mr. Kareem Hunt himself is playing this game, I believe. I actually see.
I got the Browns. I got the Browns.
I don't know, man. The Bills are just one of those teams, man, that any given time, man, that they'll come up with some crazy defense, man, and really surprise you, man. So I got the Bills. I actually think the Bills can get one out on this one.
Okay.
Cardinals, Bucks.
Man,
Bucks.
you got the Bucks.
James Winston, man,
I hate the Bucks. They've been scoring like over 30 points these last few games and been losing their games, man. Oh man. I got the Bucks, man. I got the Bucks on that. I got the Bucks.
I got the Bucks too. Man. Lions, Bears. I think Stafford gonna whoop that ass.
I think. You think the Lions gonna win?
Yeah, I think the Lions are gonna win.
I got Bears on that.
I don't know, man. Trubisky, man, he under fire right now, man. I don't think Trubisky gonna be there next year. I don't think that Bears defense is as good as it was advertised. I just think that they have a lot of holes missing, man. And I like they running back a little bit, man. But to me, the Bears just ain't scaring nobody. Stafford, man, he's always a quarterback, man. You gotta really, really watch this dude because he'll just come out, man, and just hit you with 400, 4 TDs, man. He's a solid quarterback. I always liked him. Dolphins, Colts.
I got man, Dolphins just won the game I think last week. I got Colts.
I got Colts too. I don't think Fitzmagic is gonna happen again. Okay. Getting down to the nitty gritty.
Ooh, I got Packers. I got Packers on this one.
I think I think Packers as well. Rams, Steelers.
Ooh, that's a good one. I got Rams. I think Rams is gonna take the Steelers. They're gonna come. I think the Steelers are basically done, son.
The Steelers have won 2 or 3 straight though. I think they're a 500 team. They're really wreaking havoc on these sacks, quarterback pressures.
You got Steelers?
Yeah, they have. I got the Steelers. I don't trust the Rams at all. For Gurley isn't as dominant as he was a few years ago. I think their line sucks. I'm gonna go with Steelers. Vikings, Cowboys. That's gonna be a hell of a game.
Yeah, it is. I got them boys though.
I got Cousins. I think Cousins can squeak one out. Seahawks, Niners.
Got
That's
49ers,
right.
the only team undefeated, 49ers, and I think they're gonna lose tomorrow. I mean Monday. Seahawks.
And the Seahawks just got Josh Gordon too, so I'm going 49ers. I think they're gonna whoop the hell out of Seahawks. I think that they are for real. I don't think that they're no joke. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but yeah, man. Well, let's end this, man, because we gotta see if we're gonna get this on here. But yo, we gotta hopefully, you know what I mean. Most High willing, we're gonna have something planned for y'all. We're gonna maybe try to do something tomorrow, and we're gonna try to get into a conversation tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can break down what happened on the scores last night. I mean tomorrow.
Yes.
You froze out. Come in, come out.
Hold on. Yeah, my fault, man. I'm over here testing the waters. Testing the waters real quick. Turn off. What's going on? Okay, hold on.
There you go.
I'm back on?
No, not yet. Hold on. What's up?
Yeah, I froze again. I know why I froze. Oh no, I didn't. I'm good right now.
Can't hear you.
But yeah, man, weird. It's another episode of Black Man Thoughts. What you're thinking, what your thought is. We got it all. We got it all.
Let me call you back. Yes, mom.
So
Yo, I can't see, brother. I can't see. Yeah, we have a technical difficulty, man. But there you go. But yeah, man, we're gonna try to bring you something tomorrow because I have an interesting another conversation that I really want to get into tomorrow, hopefully. And
after the games or before the games? Well, tomorrow I'm gonna be in the beach. I'm going to the beach tomorrow. I'm enjoying that Florida weather.
So maybe we'll come back Monday.
I'm going from like 10 to like probably like 3, maybe 10 to 4 at the beach, maybe.
So when you do it tomorrow night, or you want to do it Monday?
We can do it tomorrow night after them Ravens beat that ass. You know what I mean?
I don't know about all that, buddy, but yeah, definitely, man. It's been a pleasure, y'all. This is another episode of
Black Man Thoughts.
You know what I'm saying? So, as we say on our native tongue, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.